Minister, Africa is on the rise. There's plenty of opportunities in the region. What is the government trying to do to promote export in the region and also on the mainland Africa?
Indeed, Africa is on the rise, and we believe we are part of Africa. First of all, we are not on the mainland, but we are, for all intents and purposes, part of Africa, and we are active participants in everything which is African, especially the public institutions that are in Africa. And the Prime Minister has introduced a few years ago what he has called the Africa Strategy, and this consists of a number of fiscal and non-fiscal measures to encourage companies in Mauritius and companies outside Mauritius to use Mauritius as a base to enter Africa, whether it be for services, financial services, or other, trading services, IT, and for the export of industrial goods. And we have introduced quite a number of schemes whereby we facilitate the task of even small and medium enterprises to export into Africa and to use the regional market. The proof of the pudding is in the eating, as they say in general. A number of years ago, what we used to call our traditional markets, the Western Europe, the USA, used to constitute the majority of our exports. Today, Africa and the Indian Ocean Islands represent 50% of our industrial exports. I think it speaks a lot.
And as entrepreneurs, many people are displaying their products. What are the challenges that we face as a country to export into Africa?
Well, I would say the first challenge would be connectivity. South Africa is extremely accessible to us. Madagascar is extremely accessible to us, whether it be by air freight or by sea freight. Now there is the whole of the eastern seaboard of Africa, which represents very interesting potential markets, where connectivity is a little bit can be a little bit of a problem. But this is something that we have been addressing over the past 8 to 10 months, and we think that probably we have started finding solutions, especially for sea freight to the East African ports. And we have also introduced freight rebate schemes whereby we assist exporters to these ports. And we have run quite a number of export promotion missions in these areas. So there is a whole, I would say, a package of incentives and of assistance that we're giving to our entrepreneurs to penetrate even further the African market. And again, I think this reflects in the figures that we have.
Sure. And we know the recent debate on AGOA, which is ongoing on now. What are your views about the current debate?
Well, very optimistic, of course. AGOA has been extremely important for us. It has enabled us to go further, deeper into the American market. And there are quite a few enterprises in Mauritius which work either totally or in majority for the American market. And we are very happy that the Prime Minister was among those leaders who were discussing with President Obama. And we are very confident that AGOA will be extended and will continue to be extended. But of course, the problem is that AGOA is not a trade agreement. AGOA is an American piece of legislation. So it will depend not on any sort of bilateral or multilateral negotiation. It will, the extension of AGOA and of third country privileges will depend only on the goodwill of the American legislators. Well, we have this disadvantage, and we take it. Unfortunately, it's not really negotiable.
Just a last question for you, Minister. MITEX 3rd edition, what is the message for all the entrepreneurs here presenting today?
I would say that the basic message would be that the government and the Ministry of Industry are fully behind our entrepreneurs and our industrialists. We started MITEX 3 years ago to showcase what we can do in terms of manufacturing. First edition was quite good. Second edition was better. And this time I think it has beefed up quite substantially, both in terms of the quality of products that are being exhibited, in terms of the number of exhibitors, but also in terms of number of visitors that we have here. I'm given to understand that we have more than 350 visitors from 33 countries, which is, I think, quite sizable for an exhibition like MITEX. And if the objective is to show a representative sample of what we can do in Mauritius in terms of industrial production, I think half of the objective is met. The other part of the objective, of course, is to make this known to potential buyers. And I do hope that these buyers from 33 countries will find something which will be of interest here and which will allow us to further broaden our market base.
Minister, thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.